Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Sabah al-khair. Thank you for coming to the importance of reading assembly, or not assembly, I should say, family engagement today. Thank you. You all see me, you all know who I am. My name is Haifa Muslimani. I'm the Dean of Student Services and the Library Aide here at ULA. صباح الخير، أنا هيفا مسلماني، عميدة شؤون الطلبة والمسؤولة عن اللايبرري بنفس الوقت. أهلا وسهلا فيكم. اليوم هنحكي عن أهمية القراءة، لأنه باليومنا هلا بالأيام اللي احنا فيها هلا القراءة صارت شوي عم بتروح شوي بوجود التليفونات. So in a world where entertainment is right in our hands, تليفوناتنا بيدينا دائما. You may ask yourself, why should I read? Why is reading important? Okay? In today's fast-paced world, reading is becoming a dying habit because there are faster alternatives to consume on social media. Because everybody has their phone in their hands, even the little kids, they have phones in their hands. They're just watching whatever shows they want. Reading is not as important anymore. And reading has to stay alive, because if we don't have reading, we will not be here. Because of reading, we are here. Why is reading important? Reading is food to our brain. Just like we eat food to get energy, to be standing up, to be working, to be going back and forth, we need reading. Reading gives us the energy, the knowledge to communicate better, to be able to learn more, to be able to see the world in a different way. يعني نحن إذا ما بنقرأ يعني ما بنعرف شيء. لأنه إذا ما بنحكي مع بعض أوكي منيح، بس إذا ما قرينا وثقفنا حالنا يعني معلوماتنا حتضلها هي ما حنستفيد أكثر كثير يعني. So this is very limited. Why is reading important? These are the top 5 reasoning why reading is important. Reduces stress and helps with relaxation. If you read, I know in fact we have students that are they're like fussy and not feeling well. You want a book to read? They are calm. They're more like they have the time to relax and give themselves to think again. Because if they're just wild, yelling at them does not work. Give them something to be to look forward to. So a good book is a great incentive for a lot of kids. Improves one's concentration and memory. So the more that you read, the more that you are able to concentrate. I'm reading a book, I can concentrate on the words, therefore I'm more likely to remember those words. The more I read those words, the more I'm going to memorize those words. So القراءة كثير مهمة لأنه بتساعدنا لتجديد الذاكرة. لأنه إذا كنا قرينا أكثر كل ما حضل ذاكرتنا شغالة أكثر شوي. لأنه if we don't read إذا ما قرينا حننسى. هلا في أشياء كثير واحد إنه يعني بعطيك example my dad he has Alzheimer's. إذا ما بيقرأ كل يوم عم ينسى. يعني هلا بكون عم عنده شغلة بعد شوي بينسيها. Because he's reading, that helps his brain continue to work. So it helps his memory. Vocabulary expansion and strengthens your writing abilities. So the more that you read, the more vocabulary that you are learning. Every book has different words. Even it doesn't have to be a book, a newspaper, a magazine, an article, anything that you see. Signs around the streets. Like when we go on field trips, we like to tell the kids, let's play a sign game. So okay, this sign, there's a sign that says the letter U. Find me something with the letter U. Find me something with the letter A. And that gets their brain to think. So they're not just sitting and shouting on the bus, they are actually thinking, looking for words that we are asking them to do. So that helps with the vocabulary. The more vocabulary you know, the better you are at communicating with people. يعني كل ما عرفنا كلمات أكثر، طريقة الحكي، طريقة التعامل مع العالم أحسن. عندنا كلمات جديدة عم نتعلمها. فينا نحكي، فينا نفتح مواضيع كبيرة. مش بس إنه والله hi how are you good thank you. في conversations فينا نعملها. كيف؟ Enhances knowledge. Again, that's the sheet. We know more. The more we read, the more that we know. The more that we educate ourselves, the more that we can communicate again over and over and over again. يعني ما حدا ما بيقدر يقرا، يعني إذا ما بيقدر يقرا في طرق كثير يعني بنقدر نعلم حالنا شوي بشوي. إذا ما بنقدر read إنجليزي، يعني في عربي. تعلم شوي مش ضروري بس إنه كله إنجليزي، ممكن تقرا عربي كمان نفس الشيء. Increases imagination and creativity. So you're reading, you are reading a book. And let's say I read a book about Paris. In my imagination, I'm going to Paris. I'm imagining the Eiffel Tower. I'm imagining the lights. I'm imagining the people. So you are traveling in your mind, not physically, but in your mind, you are traveling to that location. You are learning new things about that location. So عم تقرا كتاب عن أي شيء. مخيلتنا كثير واسعة. صح؟ ف we can imagine anything. يعني أنا رحت على باريس، شفت الأيفل تاور، شفت اللايت، شفت العالم، وأنا عم بقرا كتاب. أنا قاعدة محل، بس أنا رحت على باريس. دماغي. كيف؟ So that's why reading is very important. So I don't know how many of you know Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss is the author of over 60 children's books. So through his book, Dr. Seuss showed the world that reading matters for kids to be happy and successful. So as he stated, the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more you will learn, the more places you will go. كل ما قريته, the more things you know. يعني كل ما قريته أكثر هتعرف على أشياء جديدة. The more that you learn, كل ما تعلمتوا أشياء جديدة, the more places you go. كل ما رحت على مكان رح أبعد وأبعد وأبعد بالمخيلة. بنقول physically بس بمخيلتنا رايحين على محلات أبعد وأبعد. So research shows this is a known fact. If we read 1 minute a day, if the kids read for 1 minute a day, they'll learn 8,000 words a year. إذا قروا بس دقيقة تعلموا 2000 كلمة بالسنة. إذا قروا 5 دقائق تعلموا 282,000 كلمة بالسنة. إذا تعلموا 20 دقيقة ونحن بنحاول نركز أكثر شيء مع أولادنا, please read for 20 minutes or more. They read for 20 minutes a day. They are learning 1.8 million words a year. Can you imagine 1.8 million if they read 20 minutes a day? This is what the goal, what we shoot for. This is what we'd like our kids to start with. Read at least 20 minutes. 20 minutes is not too long and it's not too short. And you are learning so many words from just reading. It could be the same book. They read the same book في ولاد بيحبوا كتاب معين بيحبوا يقروا نفس الكتاب, which is fine. بس كل مرة عم يقروه بيكتشفوا شيء جديد. كل مرة عم يقروه عم يتعلموا شيء جديد. So every time they read, even if it's the same book, they read it over and over again, it's going to look different to them. The second time they read it, the third time they read it, they're going to comprehend it a little more the third and fourth time that they read it. That's why it's very important. So March 2nd is Read Across America Day, which passed. And it's also Dr. Seuss' birthday. So because it's his birthday, it's become a national, not a holiday, but we have reading as reading month. That's why we celebrate reading in March, because it's Dr. Seuss' birthday. His birthday is on the 2nd. And we try here at ULA, we try to do so many activities every year for that month. So we started off with Albert History Awards. That was the first day. Today is our reading. So this is our calendar. I don't know if a lot of you look up copy. I have it right there. You can take it home with you. So as you can see, every day we have something. So these are suggestions that we give our kids. So we put suggestions. فتحنا أفكار الأولاد يكونوا يقروا عنا اليوم. فين يقولوا اللي بدهم إياه. مش بدهم يروحوا نحن شو عم نقول لهم. But we're just giving ideas. So we start off on Mondays. On Monday, عندنا mystery reader. اللي هو بيجي حدا a teacher, staff member, أي حدا بيطلع على sound system بيقرأ. في صفحتين ثلاثة. They read it for they try to disguise their voice. بيحاولوا يغيروا صوتهم حتى الولد ما يعرفوا من هو هالشخص. بنحاول نعمل حدا يكون الولاد طبعا كلهم بيعرفوه. يعني أنا إذا طلعت كلهم حيعرفوني. يعني الولد لا تعرفني. So if I do read, everybody's gonna know. So then they have to guess as a class who that person is. So عندنا كان الماضي, next Monday, and the Monday after. Our last one will be on the 18th. And then they turn in their sheets. So the class that has the most correct guesses, the whole class wins the prize. And that prize will be a basket full of books for everybody to read in the classroom. So we add that to their library. Okay? Then today we have our timeout school-wide read in. Today the student, well, we promoted it for mostly for elementary, لأنه صراحة 6 to 12 they don't care anymore. We try to grab them as much as we can, but they don't have that interest in reading anymore. Sadly, but it's something that we have to live with. So today was the reading. So every class from pre-K to 5th grade today, they picked up the teacher picks 1 hour or half an hour, depending on their schedule, for the kids to sit quietly anywhere in the room that they want, with their blanket if they got the blanket, with their teddy bear if they got the teddy bear, and their favorite book. And they get to sit and read, enjoy that book with their friend or by themselves. Just quietness, coziness, and it's just to make them love reading a little more. So this is what we're having today. This is happening today. Next Friday, we have the Detroit Lions coming. We have Rory. Rory's their mascot. Who'll be lion. He should get costume. So they're gonna come teach our kids how reading is important to be a leader. It's very important to be a leader, and if you're not reading, you are not going to be a leader. So حيجعلوا أولادنا إنه كيف يكونوا leaders بالحياة، كيف يكونوا هني شو leaders بالعربي؟ قائدين بالحياة. Okay? So this is a fun way لأنه everybody knows the Detroit Lions كنا حابين يربحوا هالسنة. It makes it more important, but it's still important because they made it to the playoffs. But they're coming, they're gonna talk to our kids, and our kids are so excited about it. And they can come wearing any Lions gear. They can wear the Lions, blue and white and black. Last Friday, we have the Magic of Reading Assembly. We have an author coming to school. We have 2 assemblies that day. The author will be talking to pre-K and second grade from 10 o'clock to 10:45, and then to 3rd and 5th grade from 11 o'clock to 11:45. So that's 45 minutes, and then talking to our kids about the importance of reading, how reading is measured. And these assemblies are in the gym only for kids, but they are looking forward to that. We also have, which is very important, we have 2 contests. We have the second contest, which is the book cover. Kindergarten through 2nd grade, every day they're reading a book. So they choose that book, one of the books that they read that they love the most, that they want to change the cover. So they say this book has a cover that they don't like, or maybe based on them reading the book, they think the cover should look something different, and they're going to design that cover. So when they do that, because every class, they can do more than 1, but we're going to choose the best 3 of every class. And those kids get prizes. Same thing with 3rd through 12. They get to do book reviews. A book review is when someone reads a book, or maybe if it's a long chapter book, we say about 10 chapters. So if 10 chapters about 20 pages, that's good enough. So they get a paper, it's called book review. They have to tell me, they have to summarize what they read. They have to tell me what they thought about it, who do they recommend reads it, and who's the author, and what conclusion can they withdraw about the book. So بيقروا الكتاب إذا كانت chapter book شي 20 صفحة منيح، then بده يلخصوا لي شو قروا، شو كان الكتاب، شو حكى، مين الكاركترز اللي كانوا فيه، لمين بيفضلوا أي عمر يقرأ هذا الكتاب. But then they turn it in. So the more each child has, the better chances they have. So and I pick command 3 kids from every grade level. 3 kids, 1st, 2nd, 3rd place, and each one will get a prize. I have a lot of prizes. My room is full of prizes. I order them all ahead of time. We also have this week here is our book fair. Book fair just came in today. I'm gonna set it up. It won't be open Monday, but most likely Tuesday. So the kids are welcome to come and buy their own book. I'll send a brochure with them home. So the book fair is book fair حيبلش وقت الجاي. حبعت معهم ورقة لتشوفوا book fair, and then we send their money. في e-wallet, فدو e-wallet is easier. تروحوا على e-wallet, set up an account, حطوا قديش الايميل بدكم الأولاد يستعملوها, and then they can come and shop at the book fair. And then that week as well, we have guest readers. في عندنا ناس with the Westland Police Department, في عندنا ناس من our HS, في عندنا different authors are coming to read. جايين يقروا للأولاد. So every day we have Dr. Banzi, our superintendent, is coming. He'll be reading to our kids about anything and why is reading important. And then our last week, this is our last week of reading. We are on spring break, March 25th and 29th. So when we come back, this is the dates that we need to actually memorize. So March 8th is today, Jama reading. March 15th is the Detroit Lions that I talked about. March 22, Magic of Reading. And then April 5th, when we come back from break, this is our assembly. So we have an assembly, we have games for the kids, and then this is when we award everybody. This is when we give everybody's prizes. So their prizes, their name will be called, they come down on stage in the gym. It's a big deal. The kids look forward to it, they're so excited. In the past, I've taken kids on field trips for reading month, but because our budget is a little bit limited this year, I did not. In the past, I have to come to, we went to Canton Theater, we rented the whole entire theater, and they just watched the movie because they did that while reading month. We've done bowling before. So this year, it's mainly gifts, but with in-house gifts. But it's a lot of gifts, so we'll be looking forward to. So really, you are the role model of your children. يعني إذا أولادنا عم يشوفونا عم نقرأ, they're more likely to read. إذا ما يعني إذا if I was sitting home just watching TV on my phone, what are my kids gonna do? They're gonna be on their phone. But if I'm holding a book reading, more than likely they will be reading. So you guys are your role models for your kids. You teach them which ways to go. So even you can go by conversations. تحكوا معهم. Just talk to them about reading. Why it's really important. Or about the everyday. As they came home today, talk to them. How was the day? What did they do? That's taking words out of their mouth, making them think to tell you words. So if they don't know the word right there and then, eventually the next time, third time, they're going to know the word. So it's better to, and you also have that communication with your kids. It's very important to have that communication with our kids. So ways to reading ideas. You go to the local library, they have different programs, presentations, books, magazines. And the best way, if you read a book, there's a lot of books now that they also made movies on. So if you read the book and go watch the movie, the perception of the book will be completely different. So أنا قريت الكتاب رحت حضرت الفيلم عن الكتاب and the way you imagine it when you're reading could be completely different than what the movie is. So طريقة الفهم تتغير. So it's better if there's a book that you can read and go watch the movie about it would be great because the imagination just keeps growing and growing. Same thing if it's a musical or a play. If there is something visual, because nowadays we are very visual. We like to see. And I'm a visual person, honestly. I see something, I can do it. Yes, I read about it, but to come up with different ideas, I have to see. I have to see something to understand it a little better. And it's nothing wrong with that. So people they see the book, they read the book. I read 2-3 chapters, I didn't understand anything. But if I'm watching, oh, that's what they meant over there. That's what they were saying. This is where this was going. It's a lot easier to do so. So these are resources that we have here from our school. I can make you a copy. These are websites that you can go on. Starfall for kindergarten to second grade. Rest is Storyline Online. This is just anybody online. Personal, mostly they're actors or someone famous. They are reading stories to the book. I use that a lot in the library, by the way, when I don't have time to myself read to the kids. I put Storyline Online. Someone's reading to the kids, and then we discuss the book. Fun Brain, IXL, which they do every day. ABC, yeah. Climate Kids is about climates. These are all more educational, but there are games. Our kids love to play games on the phone. These are games. These over here, you go on, it's a game, but they are learning vocabulary, new words, adverbs, adjectives. They think that they're playing a game, but they are learning at the same time. So this is what these all. We can make copies of these if you'd like, and we can already send them Guys Dojo as well. Okay, so it's the only thing that you do today. Just spend some time with your kids and read to them. Thank you. Any questions? I have some books over here. You are more than welcome to help yourself. 1, 2, 3 books, whenever you'd like. Over here, please take one and read it with your kids. Please read it with your kids, and they can have them do a book report about it, so that way I know you read it with them. Any questions? Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Also the breakfast, the lady is baking outside, so if you want to just like transfer what you want.
Anybody wants the reading calendar right here? You want a copy of it?
Have all the parents signed in for the sign-in sheet? You had a bus of the sign-in sheet?
Oh, is it?